Jail of Jesus Christ or Praetorium, Jerusalem. Walking down Via Dolorosa Street in Old City, Jerusalem, you'll notice an ordinary-looking entrance to a small Greek Orthodox church. You may not immediately understand what this location is associated with, but on a private tour of Jerusalem, you will be told about this location, which is mentioned in the Gospels. The prison of Jesus, or rather Pretoria, is also part of the building near Pontius Pilate's residence, where the convicts were waiting for a meeting with him. It was in this prison that Jesus was imprisoned, along with a criminal named Barabbas, as he is described. The Greek denomination founded the modest church at the beginning of the 20th century. The Praetorium, or Prison of Christ, is located in the Muslim quarter of the UNESCO World Heritage-listed Old City of Jerusalem. It's administered by the Greek Orthodox Patriarchate of Jerusalem and sits along the Via Dolorosa.
Yes. You are Catholic? Yes, I'm Catholic. Thank you.
There is also a Latin version of the Praetorium on the same road, but the Greek Orthodox location is the accurate place Christ was jailed. The other two men crucified along with Christ were also kept in this jail.
The second coming, yes. But it's hard. No, we can feel it. Yes. Yes, that's true. Very, very. Thank you.
The monastery is generally open between 10 am and midday. The days are not confirmed and not consistent. It is best to continue to visit every morning until you find it open. It does not open at all in the afternoons. You'll find yourself on the first tier of the prison, which was in this location. On the first tier, there were some rooms in the shape of cells for the prisoners and not large rooms for the guards. Stairs going down to the prison of Barabbas. Going down the second tier, along a spiral staircase, you will pass in a relatively large room where more prisoners were kept. On the second level, there is one surviving chamber in the form of a deep pit, which was thought to be where the condemned Barabbas or Hebrew Bar-Abba was kept. The pit itself is surrounded by bars, but people throw coins into it for reasons we don't understand. The dungeon of Barabbas was used as a separate cell, but the entire second-level room was used as a common cell for all prisoners, and this should be stressed to you by the individual guide in ISRI. After that, climb the spiral staircase to Pretoria, turn right, and you will see a narrow passage carved into the rock that leads to Jesus' prison, or rather to the cell where he was kept. You can see what Jesus' shackles looked like at the time in the Jesus prison cell in Jerusalem. These shackles were not only used on Jesus but also on many other prisoners. The shackles of the time are a stone slab with two knocked-out holes through which the legs protrude and are held in place by chains below. It's a cruel conclusion. After leaving Jesus' cell, you will be able to see the church's third and more modern section. Jail of Jesus Christ is also known as the Praetorium. This is the place that Christ was jailed before carrying his cross. The location is along the Via Dolorosa towards Lions Gate in the Old City of Jerusalem.
Sumasama yung loob. Ito yung... Ay, Diyos ko.
This is believed to be the prison of Christ.
Old table, Prison niya rin to. Ano to? Pa-picture ka na dito, ma.
The prison of Christ is a small room with a bench. The bench has two holes cut into it where Christ's legs were placed. His feet were chained together underneath the bench. A mosaic above the bench depicts Christ dressed in red robes and wearing the crown of thorns, with two angels at his side. The bench has two holes cut into it where Christ's legs were placed. His feet were chained together underneath the bench. A mosaic above the bench depicts Christ dressed in red robes. God bless us everyone. Thank you for watching.